brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Returnable here for Davis. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap. And the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Davis now to return it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Herbert. Out to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Bronco switch.
Going for it with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A nightmare in the first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Stroud looking to throw. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. This is caught. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Roll.
Here's Pierce. Is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Let's take it inside his own 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just got good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Here goes Stroud again. And this one's going to sail on him a bit. And it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, go. Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to Dell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Stroud to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 7.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
Herbert on 1st down now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's James returning. So we've reached halftime. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, They have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Third quarter starts with a run from Spiller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Herbert off of play action. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, a run by Spiller. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on where he is?
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively.
There he goes left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run behind center with Spiller. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Will Anderson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Check. Hey, check that.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Powers through. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now in Houston. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Stroud out of the gun here. Got his man, Dell. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And Stroud now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, here's Herbert. Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Down to the 10. And they will score. Pick six for the Texans TV. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Chargers. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Hands this to Spiller to start things. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Allen's got it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their...
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken out past the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Get it. Panther 11. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to avoid it at the 40.
As a passer, we're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back from the 38 now. Here's second down and 3. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1.